Good morning,
Yeah.
Denise and Darlene too. Good morning, Darlene and Denise too.
Good morning to Tracy. Good morning to
Tracy, good
you. Good
morning to
morning to
you.
Tracy.
Morning to
Us
Tracy. Good morning to you.
us three will do.
Yep.
Oh goodness, you
Yeah.
got
Hey, it's the thought that counts.
all
Yep.
right. Let me let me do the Twitter tweeter.
The Twitter.
Uh, I'm hearing myself in my ears.
Mm-hmm.
Let me.
Oh,
I got my earphones in, so they
Kevin,
me.
Murgatroyd. My legs hurt so bad today.
Yeah.
Okay,
What?
suck it up, girlfriend.
Look, they when you said that, they might have thought I said that. Suck it up, girlfriend. Somebody's out there thinking, I can't believe she just said that to Tracy. Suck it
Mm-hmm.
up, girlfriend. Tracy said it to
I
Tracy.
said it to Tracy.
So it is just us, but that's okay
And I
because
don't care.
Tracy's hurting. How are you feeling today, Denise?
Yeah, I'm here.
Ooh, on a good note, Kroger, I get a free Quaker instant oatmeal
Woohoo!
coupon.
Yay!
Yay, yay, look.
Whoop whoop.
50 cents on water, that's if they have it. Doritos, meat
Mm-hmm.
chub,
Mm-hmm.
cheese, Kroger brand oatmeal, chips. Look, these people know what I buy. Ooh, I finally got a coupon for the
They always do.
I got the coupon for the if I buy 2 Greek Gods yogurts. The honey
Yep.
is what I buy. Ooh, and the Turkey Hill iced tea or lemonade. Have you guys tried Turkey Hill? You might not have it up there.
Uh,
They make the best peach tea.
Ooh.
See, I'm so
I
excited.
love peach tea.
So, of course, we got our canned vegetables, which, if you can find them in the
Right.
cans,
Yep.
the potato chips, the cheese. Hey, you got Doritos.
Last
Uh,
week when Brant
Mm-hmm.
went to the store, he was going to get some more ramen noodles because Brantley's been eating ramen noodles for lunch. They didn't have any ramen noodles at the store.
Of course not.
All these kids home, they eating ramen noodles for lunch.
and cereal. Look, somebody was bagging our groceries, and I got the big bags, and then I kind of divided that one up.
Hmm.
And
Uh-huh.
I Casey got the kind he wanted. Kevin likes Wheaties, so I tried to get a little bit of everything. That guy was bagging. He
Yeah.
said, "I ain't never in my life seen so many bags of cereal." I looked at him. I said, "That's because kids are out of school."
Hmm.
And then I told them, double bag the heavy stuff. You guys,
Heck yeah, I don't
they
understand
did
why they
not
don't know
double
that.
bag. And Kroger, I love Kroger. I I'm gonna say, I love you, Kroger. I really do. But your bags, I
Ain't
believe
We
in
worth right.
recycling, but your
Brant and
bags.
I use the reusable grocery sacks, but you can't take those to the
Yeah.
store.
Nope.
Oh,
And in Michigan, we have a 10-cent bottle deposit on soda bottles, which Brant and I drink a ton of Diet Coke. We have two big black grocery sacks full of empty Diet Coke bottles because we can't take the bottles back either.
well, just think,
Nope.
when this is over, you can be able to ching ching and cash in
I
on
know I'm going to be able to buy a whole week's worth of groceries just with my bottles.
it. Oh, but yeah, I'm excited about my coupons. I mean, I
Oh,
just
I
think
know. We get coupons from Kroger too. We used to do a lot of shopping at Kroger, but we
that
don't anymore because
Well,
It's
like
just all the way in town. And
MawMaw
our
tells
food line
people,
store's closer.
well, see,
Come on, baby.
Denise, if you look up where I live, it's like
Yeah.
it's. I mean, I tell people it actually takes me longer to get from in the house into my car than from my car to Kroger.
Yeah.
It is, in fact, now we can stand a certain way and almost see the back of Kroger since they moved the woods right in front of our house.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna wait till Will gets on. And tell him I'm gonna throw some chili together tonight. But I'm excited about tomorrow. I'm very, very excited.
Me too.
I want to be able to um, do some screen sharing, Tracy,
Mhm.
to show me, you, and Derek, and show different things.
Mhm.
Should have got Mama to
Video
do a video.
montage. Maybe she could still do that today.
Yeah, I'll ask her to go. Well, there's 200 and something.
Check out some different ones.
Denise, what are you doing? It sounds like it's pouring rain.
Ooh. Good morning, Dwayne. Good morning to you. Good morning, Dwayne. Good morning to you.
Number one today.
Hey, Dwayne. Hey, my sweet friend.
Denise sounds like she's in a
That's because
tornado.
I'm trying to. I'm coming. Hang tight.
Oh, Dwayne, I don't know if you heard yesterday. Casey that told me you can't give Dwayne the recipe to our Brunswick stew. That is a family recipe. I said, Casey, I've given
Dwayne's
that
family.
before. I said, why not? You just can't. Dwayne, I'll still do it because I love you. I'll slip it to you. And the chicken things. I haven't forgot. You want the recipe to chicken things.
Yes, he does.
Uh-oh.
Pop goes the
Dwayne, how
whistle.
you feeling, sweetheart?
Tracy, how'd you pop out and
I
pop
don't
in?
know. I popped down. Denise booted me down to the downstairs.
I'm
I
telling
did
you.
not. It weren't me.
I know. I just heard a pop and I'm like,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
yeah,
no.
I Dwayne.
Ain't
Now,
supposed to be up here.
look,
Yeah.
I told Casey, I said, Casey, what is the recipe for chicken things? Mama used to have a recipe. He said, we've just been winging it.
Mhm.
We
Been
did it
playing
once.
it.
Yeah, we've just been kind of going with what we have. But I'm gonna get it because Dwayne, I love my Dwayne. And
I love Dwayne, too.
and like this morning, I was sitting here talking. I just play with my little bird talons, and if I could make a ring out of it, I would. It wouldn't. I
That'd be
mean,
funny.
I don't think anybody would kind of be um, surprised.
No, not
Nope,
with you.
not at all.
See, Tracy, it's not just when you're off.
I know. Just a quiet day in the neighborhood. A
A
quiet day
quiet day in the
in
In
the
the
neighborhood.
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 Won't you be
Would you
my
be my, won't
Could you
you
be
be my
mine?
neighbor?
neighbor?
Won't you be my neighbor?
You can't
We
go
can
nowhere, Dwayne.
see,
You're the only one in here with those nuts.
we can see the highway. There's a tree line between our trailer park and the highway, but this time of year, you can see the highway. And I'm telling you, the last couple of weeks since we've had this shelter in place order, it's just crazy how quiet that highway is.
Really?
Yeah, it said there's semis on there, but other than the semis, you don't see much traffic. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah, we don't either. I don't hear all that roaring sometimes from the big trucks at all. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. I don't think I've heard the train go through. I'm sure it has. I just haven't. Heard it. Oh, you guys, yesterday I went in there and laid down and knew my body needed to rest, but my mind didn't want to shut down.
Mm-hmm.
And then I finally got a certain way, and Bailey popped her big head on my leg, like just laid there on my leg. So that's where she stayed, and I had to kind of get right, and my right arm was out from under the pillow, and I felt something tickling it. I'm not used to Kit touching my fingers, and I was like, ugh. I don't know, Dwayne. I don't know.
It's kind of weird.
I don't
Yeah, when you're
know.
not used to it, it does feel weird.
But you know what? You're here.
Mm-hmm. You're
You're
here. We're here. It's a party. We're having a party.
Party,
Tomorrow we're having a party.
party.
Dwayne. I'm gonna cook chili today. Dwayne said I done scared him off. I think the topics yesterday scared him off. Pat got to running
Oh
so
gosh,
wild.
they were all over the place.
Pat got to running so wild. It just
Mm-hmm.
got wild. I just look. You can't. Sometimes you can't get me and Joe together.
Darlene,
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't just you. It started in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but yeah. So a year ago today, me and Casey did the chili. So and then somebody said, "You mean chili hair?" I said, "Yeah." Casey had to braid my hair, get it out of the way. But I think that's what I'll do for supper after I go in there and clean up that kitchen. That looks like I don't know what.
We had breakfast for dinner last night. I really didn't feel like cooking, and so we had anniversary chili. We had breakfast burritos last night for dinner. Cut up some bacon,
Ooh.
scrambled some eggs in there, and some onion, and
Nothing wrong with that.
had a little breakfast burrito for dinner.
I'll do some
Hey, it's wonderful to have breakfast for supper a lot of
and we
times.
have cheese, and I believe we might have some jalapenos in the refrigerator. If we do, I'll make the jalapeno cornbread
Ooh, I love that.
because we're out of Fritos now, I think. So that's what I'll do. I'll do the chili and cornbread, and I'll have Casey in there with me like we did last year.
We started
Awesome.
putting Jimmy and I read a recipe a long time ago, several years ago, to put jalapeno, dice up real small jalapeno and onion and put it in your cornbread.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so moist with the extra moisture. It was so moist. It was so good. So Ryan's not a big jalapeno eater, so a lot of times I just put a little onion in there for the moisture.
And it will also, I'll put a can of cream corn.
Ooh.
Casey started telling me, Mom, would you put some corn in the cornbread? He said, I taste that somewhere. So yes, the cream corn, sharp cheddar cheese,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll see if we have the jalapenos.
Good morning, Vanessa. Good morning to you. Good morning, Vanessa. Good morning to you.
Vanessa,
Hey,
you're number 2.
Vanessa.
Dwayne thought he scared everybody off. We did, yeah, pancakes for dinner. We do. You guys know I told you I got the little pancake thing that you just
Mm-hmm.
squeeze. It fell out of the cabinet and broke.
Oh,
Casey
no.
said, Mama, I broke your pancake thing. I said, that's okay, son. As long as our pantry is running over with food that you're having to rearrange things, that's a blessing. Don't look at it as, I'm sorry I broke that, but thank God we have enough groceries in the closet, in that little It's not really a pantry, but so Vanessa, tonight I'm doing like Dwayne called it, anniversary chili.
Yes, the moon was beautiful last
I
night,
didn't
Vanessa.
see it.
It was full moon. It was so bright when I got up at like 1:30 this morning. I got up and I went outside to smoke. It was so bright I didn't have to turn the porch light on because this moon was so bright.
And see,
Oh, I know. I love it when
if
it's like
Kevin
that.
would have woke me up and said take Bailey out, I would have got to see it. Because that's usually Vanessa. That's usually when I talk to God is when I go outside, and he'll either be a thumbnail. That's what they call that little sliver.
Mhm.
And I know Bailey. I'll tell Bailey focus, and then I'll try to start talking to God, and then she stops and looks at me, and I'll tell her focus. So
That was just a football player in my living room.
that's funny because he sounded like something that would have been attached to this.
He uses my couch as his tackling dummy.
That's too funny.
Oh my goodness. Bless
Too
them.
funny.
I wish I had a seen
Hey,
it though. It's
go
been
ahead.
so weird. Oh, Dwayne, Vanessa is on you today. Oh, Dwayne, did you go look at your prayer jar? See?
Yeah. See you in Heather's office. I gotta grab a sweatshirt, ladies. I'll be right back. And Dwayne. Hey. What?
I love the sound of grandkids, you guys.
Yeah, Grandma has a friend named Heather.
Is it Heather Buckler?
Nope. It's Heather that lives in Utah, Heather.
Oh.
The day before I found out about my aunt our Aunt Carolyn, MawMaw's sister-in-law, I just had the cries. I mean, I just couldn't figure out. Then I was crying, of course I think of the grandkids and all this kind of stuff, and LizzAnn happened to message me, and
Apparently, can you hold it down one notch?
and she just, said, well, how are you doing? And I said, not good. So she said, call me. And I said, okay. So I come in here and talk to her.
Yeah.
And she told me, she said, do not watch anything sad.
Find that little container.
She said, don't watch any
Check over
sad
by
movies. She said, don't do sad. And she said, and know that it's not your fault. And I told her, I was sitting there with the sniffles. I said, I know. She said, no, you don't. She said, I see it on your face. She said, you are not okay and you're still blaming yourself. But I love the sound of grandkids in the background and children. Once upon a time, I had somebody that absolutely would want me to mute out the background noise of any children, and I'm like, no, that's our blessings. Well, Dwayne, I'm glad you came
It is a blessing.
through your sickness.
I know when my grandkids get here, the two youngest ones, because Lee, of course, with his autism, he's a little bit, kind of go. And then there's TJ that's full of what we call piss, fire, and vinegar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all over the place. And Alvin can stand it for a couple of days, then he goes hides.
Kevin,
I love it.
Kevin's different. It gets on his nerves just like his dad. The running around, the screeching and all that with Abriana. But I know one day I couldn't get out of the bed. And so I told Tiffany, I said, well, just put her on the bed with me. And I said, and she was, she's a little bit bigger. She's at least 4, 3. Hey, Sonia.
Good
Hey,
morning to
Sonia.
Sonia. Good morning to you. Good morning to Sonia. Good morning to you.
Hey,
So
Sonia.
I told her, I told Tiffany, I said, just sit her up here with me. I said, Abriana, Nanny's back hurts really bad today. So I said, we're going to watch something. We'll watch what you want to watch on Netflix. So she sat up there and of course, she stripped down to nothing but her little panties. And I said, okay, we're ready now, ain't we? And I said, oh, look what Nanny's got in here. I said, I have cookies. So I said, let me get that towel over there and put up under you so you don't get cookies on Papa's side. I said, we are having breakfast cookies. And I sniggled with her and she sniggled and I said, uh-huh. There ain't many nannies let you be up in their bed eating cookies for breakfast. But yeah, I miss that. But it won't be long, and we'll take a trip to Florida, and we'll get to see her, and I'll get that little bit of um, Abriana love, bless her. And then I know it won't be long. My grandson, he'll be knocking on my door, and when I open the door, they're going to be like this 6'2" or 3"
Mhm.
version of my little grandson, and I know it's going to be, and you know. And we talk about it, and you're right, Vanessa. No sad, but even pretty and happy makes me cry. Yeah, that too. And I'm just that way. And of all things, Casey said, "Mom, what started it?" And I just told him, I said, at the end of that show, that's not a really good. It's not a good. Even Kevin wouldn't watch it. But I said, everybody was left in the house and the main person moved off. And I said, that was what I always wanted. That was my, if you win the lottery and somebody said, well, do you
Yeah.
play the lottery? I said, no, I ain't wasting my money. They said, we got to play to win.
Mhm.
That, we all have that. We all have that. If,
Mhm.
and
Oh, yeah.
I even told Kevin, I said, my wish would have been either to be like Denise, be able to walk outside and see house and who lives in it, or be like Dynasty or Dallas to where they're all in the house.
Yeah.
Oh, Sonia's asking a good question.
Yeah, no, the office was closed for the holiday, whatever holiday that was. Good morning, Super Dave. Good morning to you. Good morning, Super Dave. Good morning to you. Yeah, so Sonia, the office was closed for whatever holiday I never did figure out. And so I'm gonna have to try again today when I get off and see if they can get it handled.
Super Dave, I am cooking anniversary chilies, what Mothership called it, tonight, because that was the very first thing I ever did on my channel. Me and Casey cooked chili, and I uploaded. Well, it was live, I think. But tomorrow, Dave, is my 1 year. I call that one my 1 year anniversary on YouTube. So I'm gonna have a party. We're gonna have a party. So I'm gonna sing to Super Dave since he's. Good morning, Super Dave. Good morning to you. Good morning to Super Dave. I love you. Wait, I can't do it. I did it. I have to do it weird because I can't just pop like Super Dave does.
Aw,
Hey, Super Dave.
Oh.
that's sweet, Vanessa.
There's been a lot of wonderful and great people that have come through my life on here. And Tracy, Denise, and I already knew Dwayne and Vanessa, which I'm not saying, oh, I already knew them. But God has brought a lot of wonderful people.
Good morning
Oh,
to
he brought me
Beth.
to
Good
y'all.
morning to you. Good morning to Beth. Good morning to you.
Good morning,
Hey,
Beth.
Beth.
Good morning.
Whoop, I dropped my
Love
M&M.
and hugs to all.
Dave, I saw your. I have to be careful how I say it, or I'll get the little yellow thing again on monetization. But I watched what you posted yesterday, and it's amazing how many people say, "Oh, it's a hoax, Dave. It's not real, Dave." So
Yes, it is.
we just pray for everybody to stay safe, and we're trying our best to stay inside. Are you eating M&Ms, Tracy? I know the sound of M&Ms when they hit a bowl. I do. And I have to
Favorite
say,
candy.
I wouldn't have known Super Dave had I not known Barefoot Adventures. And then I met Super Dave. And I met Robbie. Robbie really started with the raid he did on Porch Church. And then he did it on this, and Tracy had to sing like crazy that day. And then I think Dragon did a Dragon raid.
Dragon did a big
And
raid.
so I started going to Think Dragon. And I have to say, I met some people on Pusa Studios. In the beginning, I did, but everything, I love the personal feeling of Barefoot Adventures, Super Dave. There's some more. Oh my goodness. Still Winter Nation. I love them. And all right, now I'm trying to. Oh man, how can I forget his name? Killer Whale. All of you guys were you guys are just family. And it's according how somebody greets you when you come into the room. And Vanessa, I miss Vanessa on Facebook because I was looking this way. Today's probably going to be like yesterday. By the time I'm hurting so bad, we're going to have an influx. An influx of people come in, and I stay a little longer. You guys, Casey got a job. Just let you know. So that is a blessing.
Amen.
I kept telling him not to worry, but he's 30 years old, and he said, Mom, I need a job. And me and MawMaw's we're kind of leveled out. So we can't get out of the house. And he's working from home. I got to check on something.
Right.
Yeah, that's a kind of. I'm missing Porch Church, but I'm glad for Casey.
Oh, yeah, me too.
I know it's important to him to feel like he can contribute some.
Busy. Makes him feel better. And that's important.
They don't always realize, people like Casey don't always realize how much he contributes just by being there to help out with Darlene and MawMaw,
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't always realize what a big contribution that really is.
Oh, I didn't know what she was whining about. So I gave her dog bone. She don't like when Casey's door's shut. That's what I thought. My dog. Then I found out what it is. The cat is hiding up under my desk.
Yeah.
She is hiding up under my ladder, and I didn't know it. So, I have to make sure that Bailey doesn't bark. At least, thank goodness, she's not a barker. Unless Kevin comes home and plays with her. Or MawMaw.
I thought you said fart.
Bark.
Yeah. Bark.
I'm like, why does it matter?
Oh, she does
She
that.
don't want her to do that either.
No, I don't. But MawMaw will call, like, if she goes checks on MawMaw, I know what MawMaw's doing. MawMaw will go with her mask on
Mm-hmm.
and scare Bailey.
Uh-huh.
And she'll say, well, I'm not doing anything. I said, I know you are because you're talking through your mask.
I tell you something cute about a mask. JW, when he was little and crawling, my son loved to get in a trash can. I don't know why, I bet he did. Well, the trash can was right around we in our first place. You know, it's like a little bar in the kitchen,
Mm-hmm.
where you put stuff. And around the corner was the trash can. Well, one day Alvin's mask that he had gotten, which is one of those rubber masks, you put all the way over your head,
Mm-hmm.
and it was rough. Fell off of up there, and it stood straight up right there around the corner. It was standing straight
Oh,
up.
too funny.
Jennifer went to come around that corner and crawling around that corner and seen that mask. Lord have mercy, I thought that child was going to die before he could get away from there.
That is too
But
funny.
he never got in the trash again.
Oh my goodness, Dave, that is wonderful.
Oh, that is very cool. Very
I
cool.
I want to
Oh, awesome.
I want to know, at least give a heads up, because that is wonderful. See, Dave,
Amen.
there's so many different sides to you, and that's what it has to be. We can't be one-sided, you
Mhm.
know. We have
No.
to adapt to all different personalities and all different kind of people. And
Especially when things change every day. And I
yeah.
swear they feel like they change every day.
And Dave, God's blessing you. When I first met you, you just went, whoo, you went viral. And, I still remember when the girl on your channel, she was in the Philippines when that hit, the earthquake hit.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, goodness.
then you went, your channel just blew up, but you still give praise to God and you still sing the songs, and I sit there and sing with you, and it
Yes, he
always
does.
it always cheers me up. And I don't care how many times, don't be saying that you're making a fool of yourself. You never make a fool of yourself when you're singing. I love to hear
No,
you
I love
sing
to listen to you sing, Super Dave.
because it comes from your heart.
Come on. Mm-hmm.
And you told me one time and didn't even know that I was so nervous about a giveaway of having to sit by myself.
I was going to say something, Sonia, but.
And you were in there, and I was talking about how nervous I was, and you told me be bold.
Mm-hmm.
And then when people would try to say something about you adding God, talking about God on your channel, somebody was really one time hitting on him about that, and I just put bold.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's one word I feel like is a word between me and Super Day, it would be bold. Just capital letters, just bold. And we have to be bold. Sonia?
Yes, we do have to be bold.
And have fun. And be silly, have fun, but we have to be bold. And that's why no matter how silly we're getting, if somebody puts scripture out there, I want to throw that. And I didn't do that this morning. I do not have And you know, I'm gonna do this one, but I don't like the color.
I think that it is important that we focus our eyes straight ahead and on God, and that God is going to get us through this one way or another.
I'm kind of glad I didn't put a scripture last night, pick one out. Because it just, yeah, that's what we have to do.
Mm-hmm. Be proud of who we are. Be proud of being a Christian.
Sonia, that you guys,
Good morning, Chris. Oh, good morning to you. Good morning, Chris. Oh, good morning to you.
Sonia, you're doing better than me, because with my granddaughter, when I would bring her, we thought she'd never get potty trained, but I would put her on the pot and I'd sit in there with her. And I sang the Eddie Murphy song, Party All the Time. A lot of people don't remember that.
I remember it.
That he sang that song, Party All the Time. So what I would do, I would say, my girl wants to potty all the time, potty all the time, potty all the time. And I had during the Apple phone.
Mm-hmm.
So I would play that song and sit there and sing with her. And that's how I would get her to do that. Dave, Chris O is my, we call him our little buddy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's the one that says that I can't sing like Traci. Just Traci. Just Traci. But yeah.
We used to do a conga line through the house when they went. I peep feet on the potty. I peep feet on the potty. I peep feet on the potty.
Oh, you have to. That's why I told my daughter. She said, "But Mom, I'm not like you. I can't make things fun like you." I guess she was kind of like her dad, not silly.
Mm-hmm.
But me, 100% silly.
Am I gonna go to Kalen's party?
Well, he's not having a party, buddy, but because we have to social distance, I think we're gonna go and stand in his driveway and sing happy birthday to him at dinner time, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Will I be here at dinner time?
You might be at Dad's, but we can stop by and get you.
Well, why can't we go inside?
Because we have to social distance. We have to keep our social distance so that nobody gets sick. I know that's the biggest bummer of all, huh?
Did I just wear gloves so I don't get sick?
Oh, baby, I wish.
That's what people do to not get sick.
I know, honey.
I wish we could have gave him a present.
I did give him a present this weekend.
What was it?
It was a Mosasaurus.
What is a mosasaurus?
A Mosasaurus. It's like a big shark-like dinosaur. I ordered it online. Had it sent.
Oh my goodness, that's what my granddaughter likes. My granddaughter loves sharks and dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I think
you sent her that big shark, right?
Yes, and she, her granddaddy, her pawpaw sent a picture to Kevin, and she was laying on the bunk bed with her arms around it. But what was so funny, the fin was at her face and the face was at her feet. So then when I talked to her, I told her, I said, I saw you with the shark. Why was you at the shark's butt? And then of course she laughed because I have to. I know what she likes. I think really, I know it will be a little bit later or quite a bit later when people would get to travel.
Mm-hmm.
But I would love to take her to the store and get her some cowboy boots because I know she would love some cowboy boots.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Her some cowboy boots. My little wild child.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you guys, I'm putting off. I have to make a phone call, and I hate having to not know everything about Social Security and how it works and all that kind of stuff. And I had to make some phone calls. I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I always said that when everything was over that I wanted to help other people. So once I get through this,
Mm-hmm.
I could make it entitle something of how to get through.
Getting through the maze.
Yeah. Because it's a very long trip to get there, to get to where I'm at, a long road.
It is a long trip, and it's very difficult because there's no guide. There's no people to help you really. It's just flying by the seat of your pants, just trying to get through.
Yeah. So, I want to help somebody. I might have to tell them, I forget, but let me see if I can remember.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, Sonia. OXO. I understand now. I told MawMaw. I said I did not know what OXO. MawMaw said
That was
hugs.
so funny.
She said hugs and kisses. I said, right?
That's what I thought too.
XOXO is short for hugs and kisses.
Yeah, see, Brantley thought that too.
See?
How did we know that meant gravy?
And weight loss. And there's an OXO that's like Tupperware type stuff. It means a lot of stuff. So I learned something new yesterday. So I think those little monkeys, Denise, you got monkeys in your computer. I had monkeys in mine earlier, and I had to shut everything down and do a restart.
Mm-hmm.
And, right now we're just kind of mumbling. Traci, I wish that it could be where I could just reach through and get the M&M, but I did torture.
I would share.
I did torture you yesterday.
M&Ms. That's how come I ended up with some, because he said, Nana, do you have any M&Ms? What? Nana have M&Ms? How would that happen?
I might have to send Kevin a message and say, babe, because I have been doing better, but I'm going to tell you, people that says, Sonia said she has monkeys in her pantry in the middle of the night. Sonia, are you going in there? Somebody put on my video about the foodie. I had to change the name, put it foodie blues. I forget who it was. She said, I think we're all going to come out of this weighing more than we went through it. And so it's not that there's not some kind of food out there. It's what kind of food are we getting and grabbing snacks.
Well, when you're stuck in the house all day, especially people that are used to getting out, what do? They're bored, and what do kids do when they're bored?
They go to the store and get a PS4 and then play Madden.
Well then,
the store?
Ask Grandpa.
Grandpa's at work.
I know what we can do.
So Sonia said it's her kids.
Tell him once he gets out of work, go to the store and buy Madden NFL 20.
Not gonna happen.
Dang!
Traci, when Casey would tell his daddy something like that, I guarantee he would just come straight up to us, no matter what age.
Mm-hmm.
I want this for my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Bam, his daddy got it. If he come by my bed, he was older.
Mm-hmm.
And he come by my bed. He was about 17. He said, I know what I want for my birthday. I said, oh, okay. I'll give you the same thing you gave me for Mother's Day. Nothing.
Mm.
Because it's Mother's Day, then his birthday. But he always got what he wanted.
Good morning to Joy. Good morning to you. Good morning to Joy. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Joy. We are slow moving, but hey, Mothership was number 1 on. And we had Vanessa jumped in there. Everybody's just sleeping in. If you're not working, they're sleeping in. Oh, Sonia. It's funny because I have my
Yeah, exactly, Denise. They're stuck at home and they can't see their friends. And even like Callan and Brantley, who this week are just around the corner from each other, have to social distance and can't mix.
Walk over there.
Oh, Joy, that's rough.
Joy, I woke up that way this morning. And it was like that last night. So I took all my makeup off. I mean, I scrubbed every bit of it off. And then this morning I took my shower, then put on my makeup. But my eyes they've been driving me crazy.
I did not know what pollen flying in the spring was till I lived down south for 2 years. Because we get like the cottonwood that blows around that'll look like a snowstorm, but it's not. But when we lived down by Savannah for those 2 years, and every spring you get that greeny yellow pollen all over everything.
Yep. And see, you know, you always hear if a dog eats grass, they're sick. So I asked the vet, I said, why? My dog keeps eating or licking the grass. What is up with that? And she said, the pollen. I said, what about the pollen? She said, it's sweet. I said,
Really?
what? She said, the pollen is sweet. That's what attracts the bees. And she said how things get cross-pollinated. So whenever I take Bailey out and she comes back in, like it has rained, so it's different. But she'll come in and she'll lick and lick and lick on her paws and her back paws, and that's what it is. But the bad thing about that, it gets on her hair too, and then she comes in the house and Kevin blames the cat. He's blaming his allergies on the cat. I said, it ain't the cat. Ooh, the pear trees are beautiful.
Oh yeah, Sonia.
Sonia,
You're in fall, we're in spring.
I love burning. I used to love burning leaves, and I would even pull off the poison ivy off the trees here. I mean, they had never been cleaned off like that, and I could burn it. And I was always told, well, if you burn it and you smell it, it's going to get in your system and make you sick. So I don't have an allergy to it, but Kevin, he can just walk by it and he will break out and have to take a shot. I didn't think about that. Vitamins.
I just was so surprised the first spring that we were down south that how that pollen just coats everything.
Yep. Did you get sick with it? Or did you not? when my cousin moved out here from Washington State, because we were all in California at one point. Then my uncle then moved to Washington State. When she moved out here, oh man, it was like she had zero immune system. Plus, she has multiple sclerosis, where MS. She has MS.
Yeah.
So, oh my gosh, it's like the mosquitoes loved her. They would bypass me, and if she got 2 or 3 bites, it would just like stay a sore, break out, scar up her legs. And
when my grandson Kalen gets a mosquito bite, it gets so big around like that, it gets huge and swells up like away from his skin, so big.
I told her, I said, you can't be scratching, you got to put something on it. I said, you'll get impetigo. It's not infantile, it's impetigo. She said,
yeah.
What's that? And she said a few cuss words with it. I didn't know all this. Language. When I moved out here, I said, oh, yeah. Oh. And so I told her, I said, yeah, if you scratch too much, it will spread. And you'll have a really nasty, fired up place on your leg. So I said, you really have to look. We had mercurochrome. Remember that? Did you guys do that? I know Denise knows what mercurochrome is.
Yep.
That's the stuff that looked pink and they dotted. Kids have run around outside and looked like they had
a bottle, and it had that little stick with the little, like a big old cotton ball at the bottom.
Yeah. And we'd run around outside and you look like you had the big pink measles.
Mm-hmm.
It is, I wonder what was in that. I wonder if mercury was in it. I mean, the stuff that, Joy said the red medication Mom used to dot me up.
Yep, sure did.
I don't even know what was in it.
They used to use it on bug bites and scrapes and cuts and everything. That was like the cure-all.
I never had fingernails because when I was a kid, I always bit my fingernails all the way down to where they'd hurt. And I would get the scissors and I'd scratch my legs. Oh, wow. What if they know Earth could be hit and they want everybody home so they know who and how many? Dave Casey follows that. Another one come close, and I didn't know, but Casey knew. He was up all night worried about it. I said, well, son, baby, I said, just pray about it. Pray the Lord gives you peace, and know that if it happens, where you're going to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know where you are going to be. But Dave, he follows stuff like that too. Oh, castor oil.
Oh, yeah. I've heard that, Joy.
I've used mineral oil. I've put it in my coffee. I've taken it. It helps with things. Well,
good morning to Blandine and Will too. Good morning, Blandine and Will too.
Dave. All right, let me put it back up here. Let me find it so I can tell him what Dave is about to do. All right, Dave, I'm trying to find the one where Dave explained. Oh, okay, here it is. Okay, Will, I want you to read that. So that way, Dave, you'll know what's going on with Dave. And Blandine will know too. So, that's a big thing because we know Dave always likes to show people what's going on with all things.
Well, and I would trust what a nurse on the front lines is saying over the politicians and the people that may or may not have incentive to not give us the whole truth.
Dave, I go to you. I will not kid. I go when you pop up, and even if you pop it up and we're on here talking, I say, oh, Super Dave, because it pops up to, I say, Super Dave, there's another earthquake or there's something else that's happened. And I tell people, you got to check out Super Dave because you keep people informed on so many different things. And it's like, I don't think, let me see what Super Dave is posting about this. I'm reading you guys. Will.
You know what the channel name is, Joy? Because there's one in Cartersville, Georgia that I've watched some. His channel is Dr. ER or something like that.
Cartersville.
Yeah.
That's where I had to drive one time from. We lived in Forest Park, Georgia, which is like the little outside of Atlanta. That's when I told you I told Tiffany was real little. And I said, baby, I'm going to strap you in. Don't talk to mama. And it was raining and I had to drive to Cartersville. That was a long way for me to go and me not being able to see good and me having to make that trip to go to Cartersville and pick Kevin up when he drove a dump truck.
Good morning to Glenn. Good morning to you. Good morning to Glenn. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Glenn. Good morning. Will, Casey, he don't know it yet, but Casey and I tonight will be doing what anniversary chili. That's what Dwayne called it. That was a good name for it. The very, very first live I did, we cooked chili together. And so I might put a link to it. If I can figure out how to do the little, I don't know how to do the cards and all that. I don't know how to do all that stuff. But I would just put up a notification out there that chili will be cooked at such and such a time. And then tomorrow, everybody, is our anniversary, 1 year anniversary on YouTube for me. And I will, hey, Pam.
Good morning to Pamela. Good morning to you. Good morning to Pamela. Good morning to you.
Thank you, Pamela. And you are on our prayer list. And if anybody has a prayer, tell me. We'll throw it on the list. And I'm writing it on Tuesday, but that's okay too. I look at all of them. Tomorrow, I'm going to just put up some decorations. Blandine, Tracy's going to decorate hers. And
happy 1 year back here.
And I've done talk to,
good morning, Selena. Good morning to you. Good morning, Selena. Good morning to you.
Selena is another from the early Porch
Church. OG.
Yes. So tomorrow, yes, going to have a party, and Derek's his boys have to use the internet, but he's going to jump in because you guys know in the beginning there was DD&T, Darlene, Derek, and Tracy, and he come up with so much for us to do, and we still do some of it today. And he's the one that told me, oh yes, Glenn, because Tracy is in a very, very lot of pain. And a lot of people are not able to go out there and get what they need. Hey, Tim. Oh, see, I get ahead of Tracy. I get excited, you guys.
Good morning to Tim. Good morning to you. Good morning to Tim. Good morning to you.
Okay, Dave gave a good one. He said resale rabbit. Okay, so you guys look at that, and that will pop up on Facebook. Well, there's my what I always say, JoJo, my baby daddy, my grandbaby daddy, Joseph JoJo Thompson. If you'll sing to him, he
Good morning to JoJo. Good morning to you. Good morning to JoJo. Good morning to you.
Yes. Good morning, JoJo.
Selena, I will definitely write that down. For Rylan.
You guys, Rylan has been through so much in his little young life. How old is he now, Selena? Okay, let me see, Will. Oh, okay. So you guys, here is one link that you can go to. See, he's 5, and that baby has had a rough time. I know, Blandine, it's, and and we also need to pray that people stay away from him, because I'm sure his immune system is not good.
For sure.
But Glenn, I know Traci she's having a hard time. And Sonia, they had to put stuff off, and I didn't realize how many of us, they don't do anything with mine anymore. It just hurts.
29 surgeries, and he's 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Poor baby. So hurt.
But there's so many people that have monthly injections, and I didn't realize it until everybody was kept in their houses and their pain management doctors canceled on them. I didn't realize that, because
I think part of it, like my pain doctor has a very big office. Good morning to Wanda. Good morning to you. Good morning to Wanda. Good morning to you. I'm wondering if they have not loaned some of their nursing staff, because they have the procedure rooms and the recovery rooms, and those are all staffed with nurses, and I'm wondering if they loaned some of them to the hospitals, because Michigan is one of the next hot spots now that New York seems to be possibly plateauing, although at a very high level.
Glenn, he said injections made it worse. That's what my pain management doctor told me, because mine's my very low. It's a bulging disc, and it's very low in my back, and it hurts. And he just told me when I went for my last injection, he said, this really isn't going to help you. He said, we're at the point, there's nothing we can do. And I told him, I said, okay. I felt a weight taken off of me. Okay, I know I'm going to hurt, but there's no more come in 2 weeks and we're going to try this, or, getting my expectations up, So he flat told me, this is not going to help you. He said, we can do it, but I'm just telling you, there's nothing we can do. And I was like, okay. So, Glenn, we say, okay, but it doesn't mean we don't hurt.
Right. That's exactly what I've specified with Frank when we've been talking, is that I know that the added stress of what's going on in the world right now and the added load on my body with the weather being bipolar as it has been lately, those contribute to my pain flaring up, plus the fact that I'm ending the normal coverage of my injections. So all of that is just one more thing. It's like the straw that broke the camel's back, but that still doesn't make it hurt any less, knowing why it's hurting more. It's like, I appreciate that you point that out to me, that that's why, but it doesn't make it hurt less.
Glenn, I went from taking nothing, and Kevin was used to me not taking anything, to when I was diagnosed with RA, then it was not just RA, it was osteo, and it was, they finally said it was fibro because they knew I hurt, but they couldn't figure out what was don't they call it asymptomatic, Traci?
Mm-hmm.
And they'd say, we know you're hurting, but we really can't tell what is the worst part of it. So the blood test would show the RA would be under control. And I take so much stuff, Glenn, now that I have to separate it in these little things for a week. And I hate doing it. I told my husband, what's that day to have to fill up the medicines? And
Mm-hmm.
and there's a lot of the medicines I could stop taking if they would legalize something. Even though I did not grow up liking what they say. The pain doctor told my son when he said it, he said, yeah, but CBD oil will not help your mom. And I said, no, it won't. I tried it. He said, there's only one thing that will. But he said, I wish that they would legalize it. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what my pain doctor said. My rheumatologist, she picked the words, and she's from, she's Pakistani, I believe. She picked and chose her words for that, how to address it.
Mm-hmm.
But the pain doctor just flat out said, really, that's the only thing that's going to give you the relief you need. But I keep taking what they give me.
Mm-hmm. I used to have medications I took every day. And then I had another medication that when I was feeling like I feel right now today, I could take that and that would help knock down the pain a little bit, at least take the edge off, But now as they've switched stuff around back and forth and all the big crackdown on prescribing and all the prescribing doctors were getting in trouble for prescribing too much and blah, blah, blah. Now I have the medication that I take every day. And even when I flare up like I am right now, I'm nothing to take. Just when my pain is out of control, it's just out of control. And until I can get an injection or something, it's just out of control.
It's not yet, Joy. And, I do blood work every 3 months for my RA doctor and for my regular doctor. And, if anything shows up, and they do check that. If anything shows up, you could possibly lose your doctor.
Right. If I were to they test me every 6 months, and if I were to test positive for something that I'm not prescribed, or not test high enough levels of something I am prescribed, I would be dismissed from the pain practice and not have a pain doctor anymore.
Yeah.
And that would be the death of me. I don't think I could continue to live on this earth like
Selena, love and hugs back to you. And
I love you, Selena.
Go lay down. And yes, we love you, and go lay down. Yesterday, you guys, I was hurting, and I we kept having people come in, and I didn't want to stop. Keegan was napping in there, and Denise sent me a message. What was it, Denise? Stop. Go lay down. But I was glad yesterday. We wanted to bring some silly and some happy because there's too many, you know, those of us on a daily basis that hurt, then there's people out there scared.
Yeah. It's just
People-
too, some things are just too serious. We have to be a little lighthearted at times. Good morning, Diana. Good morning to you. Good morning, Diana. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Diana.
It is legal in Michigan. They haven't worked out all the details yet, and there's still not a lot of legal places to purchase. But I still, as long as the doctor hasn't okayed it, I would think that I could still be dismissed from the pain clinic, and I don't want to risk that.
Well, I mean, it's basically Alabama made it legal to a point. They are just not, they said it's legal for, I guess, the voting people that voted it in. They're just not doing anything with it yet.
Mm-hmm. There are a few places that you could actually buy legal recreational of that stuff here in Michigan, but there's not any right in my area, and my husband feels very strongly against it because we grew up with it being illegal all these years, and
Yeah.
he just feels very strongly about that, and I have to respect his wishes too.
Diana, thank you for sharing me out. I always forget. I always forget to ask people that. I guess I just sometimes I don't think it's you know, that I'm important enough to share it. I don't know. I just feel weird.
You are important in my life.
So what did he
You're important in my life too, Brantley David.
Oh, he's
You're my number one grandson.
uh-oh. He's gonna tell his cousin. Nana said I'm number one.
The number one, number two, number three. They
But
all had to be boys. I sure would have loved after raising two boys to have a granddaughter, but they all have to be boys.
aw, well, good, Diana. I will have to watch that. Thank you. I think sometimes we do need. I think sometimes, I mean,
Oh, I gotta stand a minute. I feel that way too, Will. Honestly, I do. But until my husband has a change of mind and a change of heart, I respect him as my partner enough to respect, just to honor what he wishes. And the big thing with him is all these years we've gone outside our home to smoke when we used to smoke inside when our kids were growing up. But for our grandkids' health, we started smoking outside of our home. And so I think that's his biggest thing. He doesn't want that around the babies. And they're not babies anymore, but
yeah,
he doesn't want that around them.
I was that way because it was illegal. I was very much against it. But good morning.
Good morning to Destiny. Good morning to you. Good morning to Destiny. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Pixie Pix.
Good morning to Crystal, good morning to you. Good morning to Crystal. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Crystal. That was something I was so against. But alcohol is legal, and tell Tommy I said hey, and I have I'll get with you because I want something from you and Tommy tomorrow, but I'll get with you on it.
Good morning to Tommy. Good morning to you. Good morning to Tommy. Good morning to you.
But
well, you can vape it now. That is true. You can.
Kevin was, I do have to say, Kevin was, when he was doing that back in the day when we were first together, he was a whole different person than alcohol. But it was illegal. And I didn't want anything illegal around my kids. I was, you guys, if he ever did it, he had to hide it from me. Hey, Mom is the bomb.
Good morning, Mom is a bomb. Good morning to you. Good morning, Mom is a bomb. Good morning to you.
And that is the Campbell family. Good morning, Campbell family.
I just want to make sure I have them in my family. I do.
Look what she said.
Aw. Sweet. I'm glad I made his smile.
But yes, I did say one time if it was legal, I would not say a word.
Sonia, I'm talking about that Mary Jane stuff.
Yeah. Because I need a brownie. I told a girl at work, she used to make the bomb brownies. Oh, Kim Ricky.
Good morning to Kim. Good morning to you. Good morning to Kim. Good morning to you.
They should bring, like, anytime we had food, we would do the food stuff, like the different teams. That would be able to get to cook and bring stuff. She would bring a big old thing of brownies. I'm talking about they were so good. And I used to tell her, I said, look, when that stuff's legal, girl, you gonna make me up some brownies. And she'd laugh at me. I said, I'm serious. I will eat me a brownie midday, and I'll eat one before bed. Just one brownie. 2 brownies a day. And then I could throw away all of that. Sounds like a rattlesnake. 2 brownies a day would take all that away, I believe. I don't know about neuropathy, though. What do you think, Traci?
I think it would help.
Do you? Yeah. I was hurting last night real bad. And I'm glad Kevin would tell me cut the TV off. And I was doing something on laptop. I set up this because I wanted to set it up and not have to get up extra early. I wanted to already be there. But then I was playing my game, and I don't know what happened. I'll be trying to shut that off, and I'll wake up, I'll play another move on my game, fall asleep, do another. And so I finally got it to shut down. And the sound of the fan going and hearing the crickets outside, that helps. It's helping me go to sleep earlier and get a better sleep, I think.
Destiny, are you still here? Good morning to Ella. Good morning to you. Good morning to Ella. Good morning to you. Destiny, are you still here?
Let me see. Ella, I pray that you are feeling better. Yeah, she's still in somewhere.
I need a reliever. I don't want to leave Darlene in the lurch, but I need a reliever. Denise, if you could come back on in spirit and the voice, or Destiny, or
Oh, so you're still having to go to work, but I'm glad you're feeling better. Traci, go. Somebody will jump in. Go. Don't worry.
but I do worry.
Don't worry. I'll be okay. Somebody's going to jump in.
All right. I love you all. I will see you for the big happy birthday celebration tomorrow. Cooties.
Cooties to you. Love you.
Love
Go.
you. All right. I love
Go. Go. Ooh, then it's me. So let me do this. I usually don't put the link out here, but that's okay. I mean, today it's okay. If somebody wants to come in, jump on here too. That will be okay. Let me look over. I don't want to miss anybody on Facebook. You guys, Traci will still be here. She'll still be here. She'll be she needs to lay down. And you guys, Traci loves you guys that much. When I tell you that chick comes on in so much pain, but she loves you guys. And you guys are what makes her keep going. No. Okay, I'm seeing blurry. About your mail, no. Look, sometimes MawMaw is getting up about the time I'm laying down. You're fine, Pam. We know you're here in spirit. There's sidekick. Woo, woo.
Hello.
Tomorrow is, of course, the anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point, Derek's going to pop in, then have to pop out because the boys are doing school. So, you know, I want different people. I know Tommy's working, but if he'd pop in and then pop out, we're just going to kind of party tomorrow. Because today is the chili. Today is chili anniversary. That was the very first video. It was me and Casey doing chili in the kitchen. So I'll do the laptop in there and make chili and Mexican cornbread, as we call it. So mailed her some. Okay, yeah, we're keeping an eye on the mail, Ella. Look, if you send her if anybody sends her Cheetos, I am not. I mean, yeah, don't put my name on any of them. I do not want any more Cheetos. I got so sick. Will, Kim wants to know how it's going for you working out there in the public. So that's a very good question. And
Tommy's on the other side of my computer.
Is he making faces or is he dancing?
He's making faces.
Well, Kevin was mocking me. He was hearing me on his phone in the bedroom. And everything I'd say, he would say the same thing. So I had to tell him, shut up, quit mocking me. Hey, Tommy.
What up?
The boss man, my SIL.
Boss.
You know, sometimes
I let him borrow my hat from time to time.
I know. We know who the boss is.
Yeah.
Tommy, I have to clarify sometimes when my real SIL is on. When my oldest daughter's husband comes on Facebook, And I say, hey, my real son-in-law, love you. And he loves it.
That's awesome.
What's up, Glenn?
Oh, okay, Will.
Oh,
Well, yeah, hazard pay is, there was somebody tested positive where Kevin works. Oh, kisses.
he's got to go to work. He's going to be live at noon our time with Uncle-
Mile High Treasure Hunters.
What?
Mile High Treasure Hunters,
Throw his link out there, honey.
Look.
Stroke of Luck, and Uncle B.
Well, throw that link.
Yep, I got to find it. I'm horrible with that.
I asked Kevin last night, I said, well, so if he just rode in the truck all day and it's, you point something at the meter and it reads it, it reads it from like away from the house. So I said, how in the world? I said, I just don't know. I don't know if he would ever go to, somebody outside and him talking to somebody. So I don't know how he got it, but Kevin is still working just 3 days. And then the other team is working 3 days.
Yeah, boy.
As far as it goes right now. I don't know what's going to be, and kind of not. I mean, I can't say I'm not worried because it's real. I'm just not I can't let it just make me worry so much I get sick from that. Sonia, what you laughing at? Are you laughing at that I just keep rambling sometimes?
I'm trying to find the show.
Sonia's sometimes like LizzAnn. She just starts laughing, and I'm like, wait a minute. Did I say or do something that I'm not supposed to say or do? You guys get me worried.
Let's see.
Oh, I did not know that, Will.
Oh, here it is. Found it.
Yeah, Will. Oh, my goodness.
Oops. It would help to find the right YouTube.
Sometimes what? Dwayne, that I just start rambling? Wow. Well, Will, I'm glad that you love your job. I'm glad that that you're staying safe. Sonia, he forgot about his lighthouse. And Ella says, Sonia, keep laughing all you want to.
There we go.
Yeah, we want laughter. We want laughter.
Okay, so I dropped the link to where Tommy's going to be live. The channel is Stroke of Luck, and it's called Mile High Treasure Hunters, and it features Uncle B's old school flips, and then the gentleman from Stroke of Luck. So, took me a minute to find it.
Sonia, I got in very much trouble. All right, Will says we have over 300 cases here where I live and 20 deaths last I checked. And people are still, I watched Dave's message yesterday. It was like it scrolled. It was like a emergency thing. And there were people that commented, oh, that's fake news. That's just a scam. Don't believe it. There's no such thing that's going on right now. And I read those. I didn't comment to none of them because that's not my page. And I wouldn't if they put it on mine. But I'm like, how can people not understand this? How can they not I mean, I just don't understand the mindset of some people. No, Dwayne's not in the corner. He's been sweet today. Weird sense of humor. No, I would laugh at things that would make me nervous. So one time, my younger brother that I called Dwayne, the one that was like Dwayne, he opened the freezer door and it just happened to hit my mom in the head, and her head kind of bobbled and wobbled, and my eyes got big and I started laughing because she almost passed out because of, but I got to laughing, but I didn't mean to laugh. My brother laughed. He meant to laugh. But then I'd cry because I wouldn't be meaning to laugh at something. And I had to learn with Kevin to control the nervous laugh because that would not fare too well with me and him. And I do it sometimes. And you're not in a foul mood. We love you, Dwayne, because Dwayne sent me the claw.
The what?
And I've been playing. He sent me the claw.
Oh.
And I've been playing with it. Sometimes I put the ball back in it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there a marble that goes in it? Oh,
no, the tennis ball. So the claw.
You should find a marble.
I
and
know.
Put it in there.
I'm gonna make it as a necklace and then go shopping. If I have to go back out, I think I'll hang it. Might hang it as earrings so people can see it better. Hey, Darlene B.
Hello, good morning to everybody who said good morning to me in chat. I apologize, I'm a little behind. I'm still on my first cup of coffee.
I wish I had a little behind.
I'm told I don't have one because I'm too little.
I don't have one. My mom said I took after my dad. You guys, I just touched that old dried up bird feet thingy and just eating my cereal.
Do you have hand sanitizer near you?
Look, that's past the point now. Make it on a hat. Oh, the claw. I want that claw so every now and then I can just reach for the claw. That can be considered a weapon.
Really?
If your mind goes like my mind did, it would.
Oh boy.
Hey, Marie. Good morning.
Good morning. Oh, there we are.
Marie, what's that link? But yeah, tomorrow I'm going to try to screen share some stuff.
I don't know why that played. It was supposed to be muted.
I thought it was Tommy talking.
No, it was I clicked on the link and
okay. I'll look at it, Marie, after I'm off. Now, Traci had a good idea about MawMaw could probably do maybe a year in review, just kind of take some pictures off of different times and do a video for me for the 1 year anniversary.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Denise,
I just watched the video from when my spleen thing the other day. Yeah, that was something.
How long ago's that been? When was it?
May 23rd will be 1 year.
And see, today is April 8th. So April 9th was really when I come on. So wow, we all came about the same time.
No. I almost wasn't able to be here for that.
Sonia, no, I don't want the chicken feet. That would make me sad. That would make me sad.
No.
Oh my gosh, see? I probably would have been that person and would have been crying. I will have tears saying, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to laugh. And, you know, Kevin just said my whole family's crazy. And I have to agree because we are. But we had the old windows across the street when we lived in that. We call it the daycare house. It's not ours anymore. But they had the old windows, you know, with the pulley, the weights that you don't see until you tear your windows out. The weights help lift them up and down. Well, we were trying to get my window down, and I had my hands trying to push it down, and my fingers got caught between the two. My brother couldn't help because he was laughing. I don't know how I got my fingers out and how they stayed in place, how they were still fingers. And I finally got them out, and he's laughing so hard at me. And I couldn't get mad because had it been him, I would have laughed. Oh, Mr. Pickles. Hey, boy.
He was taking a bath. He was trying to fling water at Joey while taking a bath. It was funny. I was trying to catch it for you. You see it?
Oh, yes.
Although he's got a big, let's see here. Right there is his bird bath, but that's his drinking water, and he'd rather do it there than in his bird bath.
Yep.
Because he really got nothing to stand on while he does it.
It's funny.
So, yeah, Glenn, when we redid the windows over there, I didn't think to save them.
Joy.
But the weights, I gave them to Kevin for when we would go fishing. You know, they made pretty good weights for stuff. Good morning, Sandy. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Let me know if you're up to coming on. I will throw the link back out there again. But no, I can remember Casey was a baby. Well, he was in his baby bed by our room, in our room. My brother was sleeping on my couch for a few days. And then my two girls had different rooms. So I was in the bathroom one night and I heard a commotion and he had fell and I cracked the door open. I said, what happened? French fries was everywhere. He got to cussing, talking about, I had it rigged in case somebody broke in the house, and he was using his language, and Keithan done jumped up. It shook the whole house. I shut the door and I was laughing, and he had fell over the basket in the dark. He was trying not to wake us up. And I was laughing and he was cussing. He said, I know you're in there laughing. And I had the door and I had to do my mouth and not let him hear me laughing because yes, he said I booby trapped the whole house, and that's what he told people. Well, if anybody breaks in on Darlene, she booby traps everything with the clothes baskets. And I'm like, well, you shouldn't have been going through the house at midnight, cooking and going through the house. But yes, Sonia, I love your autocorrect, non-correct. Sandy, how did your scams go? Usually I read Sonia's as she means them and not how she doesn't. Yeah, my brother talked about that until, the last time we got together, it was like the middle of July, and we were all sitting around. He had cooked out, invited us to the house, and I told my husband, I said, he's sick. And he said, what do you mean he's sick? He looks good. I told him, I said, no. I said, Kevin, he's sick. He said, why would you say that? I said, just because he is. And that was in July. In September, I did not want to answer my mom's phone call. She kept calling and calling. And finally, I was in Walmart parking lot, and I was like, well, I can get off the phone quick. I could tell her I'm, at Walmart. I got to run in and get something because I just didn't want to hear it. And she told me he was sick. He was real bad sick, and he did not make it, but I think the first week of December. So, but we laughed. We would, when we got together that last good time, we laughed because he'd be telling stories, all the stories of stuff I did. Oh, Will. Oh, my goodness. Will, Casey was on something one time. They put him on something, a mood stabilizer, I'll put it that way. It made him laugh uncontrollably, and he would not, that was worse than any of the other medicines, I think, for him. He kept getting in trouble in class, and it wouldn't be funny. And he one time was laughing and was crying at the same time to me and said, Mom, I can't make it stop. And so, it's different things can make you act different ways. Yes, I'll be your autocorrect translator. Look, Ian yesterday, I couldn't figure out Ian's. My friend Ian, when he was typing stuff, I thought OXO meant something different. Oh, and Destiny. We were talking about this morning, and Tracy's grandson said, that means hugs and kisses. See, even he said it meant that. Yeah. I said, well, no. And Tracy said, well, who would think that meant meat sauce? I said, I wouldn't have until Ian said so.
You still on?
I am.
So everybody has
Children.
Are you on break?
No, I'm on mine.
Okay. Casey said, tell everybody, hey, and he loves you guys.
Hello, hello. Much love.
He's on live, I think, with the tech or something. Ugh. No, I didn't think you was saying meat sauce. I know what yours means. Marie, I'll tell him you said hello. He's on. I hear him on the phone with somebody. New job, and sometimes in these new at-home jobs, the startup of it, you got to do all this tech support stuff before you can actually start dealing with customers.
Mm-hmm. Like training type stuff.
Yeah. It's kind of what he's in. He's in training.
Cool.
Look, if I'm moving, I'm trying different ways to make this desk work. It was different in the kitchen because the desk come up at my hip. Now I'm reaching down for the keyboard, and everything's different.
Is it a regular desk or is it just
it's a regular like a desk, and at one time it had like the pull out
drawer
for the keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got the top shelf where right now the monitors are, but I'm sitting in the chair from the kitchen.
Okay.
But
so
if
it's not quite working out.
Yeah, if I sit in a regular desk chair, then I'm going to be looking up.
Okay.
And it's going to be weird. So when all of this is over and I get some funds in, I'm going to get that what I talked about before. Oh, the bar stool thingy chair from Ollie's. And it has like a metal foot to put your feet on, and it raises, and then it's got the small thing at the lower back.
Okay.
That will be good. I can scoot all the way back and it hit my.
Let me see if I can find it. Tommy sent me a link of a chair that he wants because of his back and his hips and because of his severe arthritis.
Yep.
It's real hard for him to get comfortable. Let me find his thing here. And I'll show you what it looks like. It's on Amazon.
Pamela, you have been in our prayers. You have most definitely. And just like Ella was sick for a long time, I know you've been sick for a long time. Traci, she made her 7-year-old bottomless pit some noodles. Now she's comfy and back in chat. Darlene B loves you, Casey. Darlene, he said, I know. Oh. You know, that's why I say anybody that you know wants prayer, or anybody that knows somebody that, you know, God knows what everybody needs, but he also wants us to reach out and let people know we're praying, because that's how I started. Oh.
So this is the chair that Tommy wants to get, but it's got the back support. It's got the neck support. It's like a racing chair.
Yeah. Oh, I love that lower lumbar part.
Yep. And it comes in black, blue, and black, gray and black, green and black.
Does the foot thingy go down?
I'm not sure. I think so. I'm not 100% sure, or it slides in depending on if you need it.
Oh yeah.
And then it comes in purple and black and red and black. But it's $120 plus $10 shipping. So, but this is like, looks really comfortable. You see, it looks like it just slides all the way in. I could be wrong.
Do they have enough? They have different pictures of it.
Yeah. And
it tilts and then it comes. Yeah. So see, how expensive are they?
This one is $120 plus $10 shipping.
That would be worth it.
So it says it's for gaming, watching TV, relax, and sleep.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, and then it's got the footstool. And I think you could probably take it off if you don't need it.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking at. You might be able just to slide it off if you don't need it.
That would almost be like a zero gravity chair for me that I used before.
Yeah.
That would help my lower back when it hurts. Good morning, Denise, which is anything possible.
Right here, it shows more comfortable sitting position.
Good morning, Leticia.
Good morning. Good morning.
All right.
Comfortable backrest.
All right. Crystal says she bought one for her son in red and black. And the footrest slides under.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the one that Tommy's thinking about getting. And so.
Where do you get it from?
This is on Amazon.
All right. Send me the link in Messenger.
Okay.
Because there's times that would really, really help me to take the pressure.
Right. And
Kim says her son's got one too.
It's so comfortable. That's awesome. You know, and that's the thing. That's what we're trying to. I sent it to you on Facebook.
Good. Okay.
But yeah, he's like, oh, you should get one too because of my hips and back and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And then my fibromyalgia has been kicking in, so I've been in a lot of pain. So I feel and understand and can relate to people who, when they have flare-ups,
Yeah.
how bad it is.
Bailey come up here. There's a spot like on my back, on my back rib, I guess. There's a spot that will just hurt. And Bailey come up to me yesterday, and she's wanting some cereal, and she reached out her, and she done like that and went down my back. It hurt so bad. It hurt so bad. And it just kept hurting. It didn't bruise it. It just kept hurting. Well, does it have a weight limit? I guess I'll have to go and see if it has.
I still have it up. I don't think so.
You guys, what my husband uses, he, like I've said, huh?
280 pounds.
Okay.
So my bad. I didn't know that chairs had weight limits, but
yeah, because of the hydraulics of it. But my husband took an office chair, took the chair off of it. Well, took the seat off of it, put a motorcycle seat on it.
Why does that not surprise me?
And now if somebody sits in it, if they lean back, they'll fall over, because my son-in-law, he fell back. Kevin didn't warn him. So there he was, and he just kind of leaned back to get comfortable, and the whole chair threw back. I think, so Crystal, so is the neck part soft? Leticia, I am so glad you popped in, and I love you. And the scripture is, let your eyes look straight ahead, fix your gaze directly before you. And if we do that, then I don't think that we will get, I don't think we'll worry as much if we just look ahead. Yeah, Sonia, my husband laughed so bad when me and my daughter got back. We were like, what's wrong? And Kevin was still laughing. Hey, Bruce, I'll have to go back and watch it. And Bruce, I was just talking about my brother earlier, and so that's how right away I knew it was Bruce. So Bruce is painting on with Diana. So if you guys, Bruce, throw the link out there. Throw out her link. Look, I gotta make something. I've got to sit down and do something and put it out there. Oh, you're still chatting with her. You painted earlier. Well, still throw her link out there, because she's not on, and I want people to know who Diana is. We have so many wonderful people, so many different people. It's amazing. And that's why, what you do. And Destiny, I hadn't caught you on Saturdays. But what you do is important. And what Rosie, what Crystal, her lives, what she talks about, her and her son. There's people out there, and I'm glad, because now Sonia knows how to watch Crystal's things and not feel alone. And heck, Destiny, the other day I thought about you. I was having one of those crying things and not even snotting in my pillow. I had my face all in my pillow, and the puppy trying to dig my face out of the pillow, and I had the pillow more. Yeah, Pam, most definitely, you guys. I'll be talking to her after I get off of here. And we all have to just be here for one another, whether we're having sometimes you get a call from somebody, a FaceTime, and you've been crying, and they'll say, well, what's wrong? And God sends different people to touch base with you when you need it, and you don't even know how they knew.
Yeah, for sure.
I think I've snotty cried to Destiny, or Destiny has called me, needing me to hold her up, and I'd be just crying and telling her, how can I help you when I can't help my own kid? So then we'd both be crying. And I was like, it wasn't supposed to be like this. I'm supposed to be here for you. I'm the adult. I'm the adult mom. I'm supposed to help younger people.
But the thing is, that's what we're here for, is to lean on each other, no matter what age we are. And so it was.
I think we've been
those times,
I think we've been snotty quite a few times, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. Yeah, we have.
FaceTime snotty, where you're having to find a tissue, and so so when you feel like you're going through something, if you're on Facebook, FaceTime somebody. FaceTime them, and if they don't answer, and you feel you think, well, maybe this person, but I will tell you guys, I am asleep. I am asleep at 11 o'clock and after. But
yeah, I've been falling asleep about 9, 10-ish.
Look, the other day I fell asleep at 7:30, and with Kevin wanting the TV off, I'll put the laptop up, and then I find myself feeling more comfortable and listening to outside. I don't know how it's going to be whenever we have the air condition fixed. I'm probably going to have to still run the box fan because I'm getting used to that sound. Sonia said her bird just said yuck. Sonia, you tell your bird
Jelly.
We are a safe place here, and no judgment from Jelly about Mr. Pickles. We won't have that.
I think it might have been about the snot conversation.
Well, I think it was at Mr. Pickles. So we are a safe place here, Mr. Jelly or Miss Jelly. But
Jelly and Pickles are friends. Anytime Sonia and I are talking, they see each other, so they got to talk.
So yes, we're all here, and I promise if I wake up and I see you tried to, thank you, Bruce. You guys, that is the link to Painting with Diana. It's Artfully Yours with Diana. And you guys, if you don't know Vermont Paint and Photos, you guys go to his. He beautiful photography, beautiful artwork, and it's just calming. It's soothing, it's calming. Right now, my cat's laying on my art station. But when I get off of here today, I am going to start something. I'll take my camera. I'll be able to point it down, even if I'm sitting here at the desk doing it. Oh, I see. Bruce. Oh, Sonia. Jelly was saying yuck to me. Look, Mr. Jelly, or...
It was the conversation.
Sonia, I'm going to turn my Keurig on. Let me drink the rest of this and see. I'll get you.
I'm not taking that earring out. He likes to chew my earrings.
So
Yeah.
you guys,
Yeah.
after yesterday,
I love you.
I don't know what we talked about because we got really about everything. But they yellowed me and they haven't greened me yet. In other words, not suitable for most advertisers. But yesterday I have advertisements on my page from yesterday. So I don't know what we talked about so much. It's like, which thing did they not like? I mean,
I know when I went to sign in this morning too, you had advertisement. There was a commercial before I could get in.
yeah. I mean, so and it was probably AI that did it because now they don't have enough people checking things. So it said it could take a day or two for it to be checked and be okay. So I don't know. It's okay because they didn't take my, they didn't take it down. It wasn't a copyright strike or anything like that. It just, I don't understand what they're looking for or not because
Right.
we do try to talk around
Things.
things. But yeah, it's doing weird things. Bruce said hi and bye, Denise. Peace and help to you. Yes, you too, Bruce.
Pamela is leaving too. Much love, Pamela. Have a great day.
Pamela, you go rest, and we love you. And believe me, we're still praying for you. And yes, we're still praying for Sandy. We love you guys.
I gotta put him down.
Okay. Oh yes, Sonia.
Can you say bye to everybody?
Right,
Bye to everybody.
Bye, my Mr. Pickles.
Yeah, he wants to clean himself on me, and that no, that's weird.
Sonia, I cannot wait to see it. Really, I am looking forward to it. I really want to see what she comes up with. Just take a positive look at stuff, and if I've been through so much, or our household has, with MawMaw being sick, and I don't make light of what's going on in the world right now, but I do know what it felt like when MawMaw went about 2 months and couldn't even come out of her room because she absolutely couldn't even get in a wheelchair for us to even wheel her through the house, and it was about 2 months.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Sandy had a CAT scan yesterday, Denise, and we don't know what we don't know what's up with it. So anytime any of us have tests done, Sonia, the weird creativity is needed. We talked about that yesterday. Art is different for different people.
Mm-hmm.
And so any creativity is good. That's why at Christmas and birthdays for young kids or teenagers, I would give art supplies. I've always done that. Now my grandson, I would get a card so he could game. I don't know why, but that was the money that we would give him. But all right, MawMaw's awake. I hear her talking to Bailey. Bailey goes back there and checks on MawMaw. So, with everything going on, you guys, we'll be here for one another. And I told Kevin, if I get sick, I said, just put a sheet up, put me something to sleep on in here, put a sheet up to quarantine me off from everybody else. Oh, Sonia. What we did, Kevin got all new socks. He got tired of his socks, some being stretched out, you know. So he got all new socks. What I did, I would take about 3 of them and tie them up, knot them up real good, and give them to Bailey. And there's a heap of them. And so I go around and sweep up pieces of socks. She don't swallow them, but yeah, I looked around and I told Kevin, I said, okay, it's time to get up. It's time to get up some of these sock pieces, and then I throw her some new ones out. That's a lot better than her eating our comforters and our sheets. We have one set of sheets because of her. We do not even have one bed that. Yes, you guys. Yes, Denise. Denise. I didn't want to tell it yesterday. Denise fell this week. Let me see. Denise fell, and they had to call the ambulance to come in and help her up. And so,
ouch.
Yes. I knew that from her. She sent me a message about that, and you know, we did prayer, but sometimes, Denise, I don't want to share too much, you know, and there's nothing they could do for cracked ribs. There's nothing. Did they even
push through, which stinks?
Yeah. I remember one year, Francis had the flu and my mom had it, and it was so bad. Both of them cracked a rib from coughing so much. So you guys, share the love, and not only sharing love, but sharing prayers for people. But, all right. Let me get my back straight. All right. I'll tell you a good thing. I done said it earlier. I got my Happy Mail from Kroger. Kroger coupons. Free oatmeal. Free oatmeal.
Do you like oatmeal?
I will eat it. I used to every day for years. That's what I ate every day at work for lunch.
Oh, wow.
And so, and every now and then when the caterers had, when they'd bring breakfast, I would get bacon to, you know. Yay, I know, Rosie. And they have water, which are probably out of water. They got our Doritos, meat chub. Look, I don't really like getting the meat chub from Kroger.
What is that?
You know, you get
a roll of ground beef.
Yes, because it will be, you can't see what's in it, and it will be, meat chub.
Okay.
It will have the gristle, then cheese and some more oatmeal, chips, canned goods. Can't find no canned goods, but I got a coupon. I was excited about the yogurt. You guys, that Greek yogurt. Oh my gosh.
We make pizza dough with Greek yogurt.
Oh, and they got the honey kind. And sometimes that's what I eat. I'll eat one of those, and that will be my meal for the day. And Kevin says, you can't just eat that. I said, I got protein. Then Turkey Hill. Have you ever heard of Turkey Hill iced tea? It might be a Southern thing.
It might be.
But Turkey Hill iced tea, they've got the best peach tea. I used to be a firm believer that no Southern person ever put anything but lemon in their tea. It was just no. You did not put anything in sweet tea unless it was lemon. But I love me some peach tea. Oh, I didn't realize that, Sonia.
Mhm.
Yes, they did used to wrap them up. I did not know why they quit doing that. Crystal, I did it because I was eating grits after my surgery. I had to eat something, so I was eating grits. And after stomach surgery, and Destiny will know, I'm trying, all right, let me find a not good way. Your digestive system doesn't work correctly. It slows down after a surgery like that because you're messing with the stomach, you're messing around in there.
Mhm.
So my sister in Florida told me, do you like oatmeal? I said, I love oatmeal. She said, eat oatmeal every day.
Yeah.
And she said, because it works opposite from grits. And sure enough, I would eat oatmeal. Everybody made fun of me for Miss Darlene and her oatmeal every day. But it worked. I wasn't eating crap out of the and when I did start eating crap out of the machines, like chips or, whatever, I started gaining my weight back some. What, Sonia? Girl, don't ask a Southern girl what grits are. I know, you know what grits are, don't you, Destiny?
Yeah, I'm from I was born in Florida.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I know what grits are.
Yes. Grits.
Now, don't ask me to make them because I haven't made them since I was little with my grandma.
Oh, we get instant. Kevin does the instant grits. I used to never like the instant grits, but hey, it works for him. He goes in there and cooks him breakfast, and that's okay. Hey, my husband, and then I don't know what he fried up last night, but the house smoked up. I was talking to Derek and Dina on the FaceTime. I had a computer up there, and then all of a sudden I couldn't breathe. I had to get up and cut the fan back on. And they got laughing at me. I was like, he's in there cooking. But I don't say a word. That man can cook him some breakfast, and it took years and years of us being married. And he will say now, I could do without you. So when he come in there and I was talking to Derek, he said, I'm looking for a housewife. Do you know any out there? And I just looked at him. Derek said, well, dang sure can't be me. He said, I'm not doing too good around the house myself. And he said, I'm not coming to Alabama. He ain't right. Oh, I love hominy. I love canned hominy. I hadn't eaten it in a while, but I love it.
Yeah, I pulled it up, and I didn't know that was a form of grits.
Mm-hmm. It's like swelled up corn.
Mm-hmm.
It's like swelled up corn, white corn kernels. Sonia said whenever my husband cooks, he sets off the fire alarms. Well, they took the batteries out of them.
That's my mom. My mom's gonna kick my butt. When I was growing up and my mom cooked, we knew when dinner was done when the smoke detector went off. And my dad was a fireman.
They took the batteries out. Kevin did. So I've got to go in there and load the dishwasher. What? Oh, no. Then I won't be eating no more. I did not know that. Do they still do that, Darlene? I mean, I know your pipes need to be cleaned out every now and then, but not with our inward parts.
It says here, I'm just gonna show you what it says.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can pull this up bigger. All right. No, I don't want to do that. Come on. No thanks. Shrimp and grits is a traditional Southern preparation of grits. Now I got to find out.
A lot of people like shrimp and grit or fish and grits. I've never.
Well, we had fish tacos last night, and I grilled the fish. And I probably will grill it again, but I probably won't eat it because it was too much for me. Now, I like fish tacos, but they have to be breaded.
I have never had fish tacos. Not that I won't, but I bet I don't go through Burger King and get them. I'm gonna say again, you guys, do
Burger
not.
King has fish tacos?
No, they have tacos. Don't go through there. Never. You know what they taste like? Look, if you chewed on this. Look at that. That is how they tasted, like leather. Like they deep fry them.
All right, so I put in the private chat and then in regular chat too what those grits are, so you know what they're made of.
Wow. I never knew that. An alkalized solution of lime water. Chemical lime, not citrus lime. Wow.
Yep, I looked it up and posted it.
Oh man, that is. But you know what? All right, pickles aren't they pickled with some kind of lime or lye? I mean,
like pickles you eat? I have no idea.
oh, it says then it's okay. That's to take the outer surface, and then the kernels are washed to remove the excess solution. Okay. I don't think I'll be eating hominy lime. I like beer nuts.
I like boiled peanuts.
And if any of them wonder what beer nuts are, they are still the big hard kernels of corn that's salty. And that will break your teeth. So that's why I haven't had them recently.
I'm going to just drop the link for grits. What they are. For anybody who doesn't know, it talks about the different types of grits.
I used to wonder what fish and chips was in the UK. Okay, Sonia does her pickles with salt water and vinegar.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Tommy and I have been talking about...
Who is pitching a fit?
Remy. He wants out, but he's going to dive bomb me.
Oh, they're probably here. Look, we're talking about pickles this and pickles that. Mr. Pickles is probably getting wondering why are they talking about me?
He's actually not even, he doesn't have a care in the world. He's cleaning himself from his bath. And the parakeets are being sassy, and Remy's gotten loud since he's been able to fly. He's gotten loud and obnoxious. He's the one. Now, Kaplan used to be the one that used to yell, and she used to be, the cranky one.
Has she chilled out?
Oh, she's chilled out.
No, she's just sneaky. We know what Mr. Kaplan's sneaky.
She is kind of sneaky because she waits and bides her time to get back at Remy, and Remington has become like he's the one that you can hear right now. That's all him.
Hey, MawMaw.
Hi, MawMaw.
Hey, everybody.
Remy. Quiet.
Bailey.
Bailey, move. Move from MawMaw, not in front of her. She says I got it. She just don't care, you guys.
Gabby is like that. She'll walk in front of Tommy and just plop herself down and almost trip. Oh, speaking of, there she is in the background.
Yeah, I did break my toe, pinky toe on that puppy, but yeah, she walks 2 steps in front of me and stops and looks at me. And then I'll say, go. She'll take a step and look at me. I say, go. But oh, you guys. All right. I'm going to cut at 11 o'clock, you guys, because it is about to be 11, because my back has been killing me until I can get me a better chair. But I do believe, as far as I know, I'll be doing anniversary chili. I think Casey gets off at 4. So probably about 4:30, 4:30. I'll be throwing it together, and that will be the anniversary chili. And then tomorrow, I'll throw the link out to different people at different times, and because all of you guys have made it special, and we're a family, and I love my family. Love my family. So you guys have a blessed day and stay safe, you guys. Please, please take things serious.
Yes.
Please take things serious. If if somebody posts on your page that it's not serious, don't go off on them. Just ignore them, because it is a serious thing that we're going through. And the numbers keep rising here in our little bitty county in Alabama. I think Mobile, the numbers are climbing. So we're looking at the good numbers and not the bad sometimes.
Well, they said that this week is supposed to be the peak of it. So numbers are going to go up dramatically.
Yeah.
So we just got to make sure we pray for everybody and that we get through this the best that we can.
And do what they say to do. It's not that hard. Just do what they say to do. All right, you guys, I love you.
Much love, everybody.
Yeah, that way. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Be prepared to party tomorrow. Love you guys.
Much love. Bye, everybody.